Hello everyone, this is Bigowski,
And this is JTB.
and this is Fateful Confrontation Phase 2, the Katetsu clone for my Quest for 50 Million Ninja Gaiden Black mission mode. Now, I have problems with this. Because my movement isn't as crisp, I decided to show this, the first part of it, doing the jump on their head, shuriken stun trick, and then kind of do around the corner, the kind of the normal way is what most people did or used to do in the past. But with him coming out that fast, I wouldn't have had time to charge up a UT right there around the corner.
Yep.
So now, one thing that I need to do on this, and yeah, I didn't do the Dabi because that would really hurt. But
Yeah, that would do more damage.
Yeah, but sometimes if he stays farther away, if you jump straight at him instead of kind of like maybe at the angle, and it's something again I have to work on, you'll knock him so far away that your UT won't connect at all, because he'll just kind of stand there, and that kind of sucks whenever you sit there and waste 5 shurikens on that because you know you missed out a lot of points.
Yeah. I've always felt the Katetsu clone is, I don't want to say the smartest, because he's still pretty dumb, but I've always felt he's the least stupid of all the clones. It's hard to explain, but like he just doesn't seem to like fall for stuff that the other clones fall for some reason.
See, again, I knew that was a bad jump, but I knew I could go back at him. Now, sometimes, this doesn't connect every time. Sometimes he'll do nimble. Look, you see, flying swallowed over it. Sometimes he'll stand back. So you're not going to be guaranteed to get a UT every single time. See, there was another one. So there's 2 that I've missed. And then other times, if he's really close, and there's one I threw, and that he was able to get the shuriken off in time. Again, I think it's like, wait a minute, this isn't going to work.
I mean, I suppose, yeah, like, I was thinking if he tries to jump at you, like, you might get lucky and he'd jump into the UT.
Right. See, so again, my positioning is not all that great. I'm just kind of, hey, wherever this ends. But like I said, if that Lunar connects a lot, then it does a lot of damage. But again, he could sit there and start lighting info, and all those misses of UTs, he's still getting damaged by. That's actually kind of what you wanted to do. I released because I thought he was going to come flying swallowing at me. So this is me running away like a bitch.
Oh, I was gonna say, did he just block? Yeah, he just see what I mean. He just blocked that. Every other clone just gets hit by that incendiary, but the Katetsu one, he's like, nope. Let me block that. He intercepted that shuriken. Right? It's like, nah, I'm not having any of this.
So look at how many I missed. Incendiaries. I mean, I've only got 7 UTs out of 15 Cinder. So that's not really good. I mean, it really isn't for this way. So now I think I'm going to try the go around the corner type way. But having the control. See, again, I don't know where I'm telling you, man, my control is bad compared to, all these other guys. I know it looks like, hey, it's okay, because he's still getting through it, and he's still getting through it with a decent score. But, I was kind of unlucky.
Yeah.
But look how he's on my ass. So I missed my turn. So I said, well, hell, let me go up here and let me reset this. So here's something that if you get, I mean, he is on my ass.
Yep, see, he's clever. This guy, he's at his Weetabix. He doesn't skip breakfast.
So anyway, I wanted to show this way to say, hey, look, if it's really bad and you miss or whatever, you can kind of make him commit. That's actually the best way to do it. Dodge underneath that without having to jump on the head, because I've ran into some recovery frames from the on landing. As you land off its head, you can actually roll out of that. And I've did it by mistake a couple. See, like right there. See, I just went straight into the roll
that's what you
right
want.
when I landed. And then you'll see sometimes there's me panicking now. But you'll see me sometimes land and I'm just kind of like stuck right there for just a second. And then he's recovered. See, there's that what I was telling you about my direction. See how I ran off to the left a little bit because I didn't land straight. We're going to talk about that a little bit more in the next one. Oh, and the other thing is he can sit there and throw a shuriken through that hole in the fence right there. I found that out the hard way.
Yeah, he's got much better aim than you have, unfortunately. They gave the clones good aim. They gave Ryu really terrible aim.
Yeah, but learning how to release to get that one hit, I mean, that's kind of, see, that's where I need to be right there. But all that is roll. It's not control movement like you guys do. You know, roll one way, jump the other way. I have to roll, jump in order to do that.
One thing to note on this mission as well, it's kind of a good thing for a lot of the clones, but if you play with headphones on, you actually can hear kind of where they are. So when he's coming around the corner there, you'd be able to hear him like his footsteps, like as he gets louder. Ooh, that was close.
Yeah, I'm surprised. Anyway.
Yeah, so you notice how good his aim is as well. Like his aim is always absolutely perfect.
Right. And don't forget to use your, see, that's where I need to be, not jumping on their head. But see, now, do I go back and, yeah, I think I leave it on because I know he's, and see, because I couldn't roll where I wanted, I had to take an extra roll. You know, I should have jumped at the beginning to come to the corner, but because my movement's so bad, I just can't stress enough for people to work on that. So I said, well, this time I'm going to sit there and, you know, fight him. And I said, you know what? I might mess up here and take a lot of damage. So let me switch over to the heavy weapon and, you know, not taking any chances.
Whip out the DDB.
Yeah, I was like, you know what? Screw this. I want to do speed and then not take a chance because all it's going to take is one hit to get that. But
that's a good score for that mission, though. 720.
Yeah, I think Kel has like 777 or 773 or something, and I think that was just kind of going back and forth, running around the corner, and that takes up a little bit of time. And
yeah,
so
it does.
Obviously, yeah. I mean, it could have been a lot better.
What was the time on there? About 380 seconds, I believe, something like that.
I forget. I've already forgot it. But one thing that we're going to spend a little. So anyway. Use the jump on their head strategy if you want. It's not guaranteed, but it's if you have bad movement like me, getting those points off of them. Because look at how much extra damage I did with the exploding shuriken. Because I only got 7 out of 15, so less than 50% of my UTs connected. But yet, me doing that probably cost me at least 2 or 3 UTs if I just kept running around the corner, you know, back and forth. But to me, you got to have good movement to do that. And so again, finding that trade-off, like we say. But one of the things that I want to bring up, and it's going to be a little bit longer on this, I was going to make a video. There's a guy on YouTube, and he actually has some really good Ninja Gaiden Black videos. And his profile is named Making Games and More. And when Kel broke 773, I'm pretty sure that's what it was. I mean, that record stood for 15 years. And as a community, we've always tried to share strategies. Well, this guy, Making Games and More, he put out a video or a little, hey, this is the score that I got. And it showed him breaking 800,000. It's like, wow, how did he do that? And then over a 2-week period, it showed him breaking 1 million points on that mission. Now, his profile doesn't allow likes or dislikes. His profile doesn't allow comments. And he doesn't give any comments other than, I have the world record now. And I know that people can use their YouTube account however they want. But if you're going to use the videos that the community has put out to help you, because some of the strategies that he's used in other videos have come from our community, and you can tell by the scores and by the little clips that he's posted,
Yep.
then share with the community. I mean, that's my opinion. Maybe he found a totally new way, but in order to get that score above 1 million, he'd probably have to get 40 UTs or more.
Well, the million score,
million score.
for the record, the million score I actually think is fake. Because I did post about this on the forum. Everyone go join the forum real quick, and you can see what I said.
ngrealm.com.
Yeah. But one thing we've talked about, and this might get a little bit too numbers heavy for people, so, but if you're interested, you can actually work out in mission mode a lot of what the base karma is going to be. So, for example, in that mission, Al did it with no items and no Nimpo. So you can work out what that is actually worth in points. So if you finish with all 3 Nimpo slots and all of your items and full health, that contributes 363,000 to your end game total. So the entirety of the rest has to come from time, kills, and UT points. The kill bonus is always going to be the same, and as far as we know, like kind of in the community, in NGB, there's no way to get the essence out of the clones. That's Sigma only. If anyone's seen Sigma karma runs for the clone missions, in Sigma, if you kill them with the Dart Dragonblade UT, Sigma lets the animation of that UT play out, and that's what allows Ryu to actually collect the money. And that's why, if you look at the leaderboards for Sigma, that's why in general a lot of the clone missions have significantly higher scores, is because you can get, I think, like 20 or 60 grand from those clones, in the essence, and that's why it's so much higher. As far as we know, like, that's not possible in NGB. And of course, there's always a possibility that there's another strategy that's been found, but it's hard to stress to anyone that's not really played a lot of mission mode. It would have to be something truly groundbreaking to get that kind of score. But the 1 million points one, I just straight up don't think is possible. Just the time, the time isn't there. It just sound a bit weird, but like, it's a case of time. There simply isn't the time, to get that kind of score.
Well, not only that, when you get UTs, you look at the lunar hits that I did, you would almost have to get 40 single hit UTs. You couldn't use the incendiary shurikens because that's doing damage to him. Which,
Yeah.
if the incendiary shurikens are using damage, well, now he doesn't have the health to get a UT. If he hits more than one hit, that's another UT taken away. So, again, kudos if he did, but I think he ought to share that strategy. I mean, he has the ability. He makes like 30-second clips. He actually has a few clips of what is it? Descent of the Fiends 1, the ogres and the cats, showing him breaking the record, or showing him, using the strats that we used. And I think he eventually ended up breaking the record, which Kel, I think, took back. So the guy can play. He has some no-hurt, some really good no-hurt things on Master Ninja in the story mode, fighting Awakened Alma, fighting the tanks, doing original life bar. He has some good shortcut videos. So his challenge, his page, and he's a very talented player, is very good. So I recommend people to watch it. But like I said, just him taking what has stood for 15 years and then within a 2-week period, going from 770,000 to over 1 million that nobody else has ever figured out. And again, Kel did that in Fateful Confrontations 4. And I would have shown pictures and clips and added it to the video, but I didn't know if that was crossing a line. I'll let people go to his YouTube, just go to the profile and type in Making Games and More, Ninja Gaiden Black. And he does a lot of stuff with computers. I don't want to say that he's hacked the game or anything like that, but he does know his way around computers based on some of the other videos that are on his channel. I hope this gets him to come out and say what's going on and share the strategy, because in one of his videos he said that him breaking that record put us above 59 million as a community. Well, the only community that I know of is ours that keeps track of that. And if there's another one, I would love to know about it so we could spread the word.
Yeah, if there is like another forum that's tracking mission mode, let us know. But as far as we know, there isn't.
I think the game really shines when everybody contributes as a whole. You know, back in the day when we first started, there was people that, you know, I don't want to give away my secrets. And I don't want to lose, you know, my high score, or I don't want to lose what I've done to make me on top. And eventually, because of how the community was helpful, respectful, I think that changed a lot of people's opinions. I don't want to name any names, but it really thrived. Not only the game, I mean, a lot more people picked it up and started playing, but also more people joined the community. And I think it was nothing but great things when you share. And I hope that he comes out and shows a video, because like I said, he has to be fast. He has to only be doing one hit, unless for some reason, like JTB said, unless he can get some kind of UT'd essence in that. But, you know, his video, when he ends on 800,000, a few days later, there's like a 840,000 and 860,000 and 900,000 and 950,000. It wasn't until 2 weeks later that it was over 1 million. Well, you know, if he found a way to collect the essence, that would be a one-time thing.
Yeah.
It's not going to be staggered that amount. I mean, I wouldn't think, right?
Well, as I said, yeah, it wouldn't be, because the UTs in that is a simple case of time. And I say I broke this down in more detail on the forum, but to charge and animate a lunar UT is, I think, 6.4 seconds. So if you've got 40 UTs, you know, for argument's sake, let's just like use 40 as an example. That means you've got 6.4 times 40 in just charge time and animation time alone. So if you do the maths on that, like that's already, you know, what, like in the like somewhere in the region of 300 seconds. And for anyone curious, Kel's run ends at 460 seconds, and that's only 773,000. So that's where the maths on it kind of breaks down a little bit for me.
And then, yeah, if you sit there and, well, getting more UTs is more points, but yeah, like JTB said, you know, it's costing time. So yeah, he might have got 20 more, but if he let's say he gets 10 more UTs, well, he's lost, you know, 4 minutes of time. So that's going to, you know, cut down that score.
Yeah.
It's not a perfect ratio, you know, one UT is this time, you know, as one's going up, the other one's going down.
Yeah, exactly.
Or the time, you know, he's losing time is what I mean. I mean, the timer's always going up, but I'm saying the more time it is, the less score he's going to get. So I just wanted to say that because it's on this mission, and, you know, people can decide for themselves. And I want to be the first one to say, hey, if he's come out with a brand new strategy and something that nobody ever thought of, congratulations. Be proud of that. But share it with the community that you're claiming to be a part of and wanting to put your score into. You know, so if people don't agree with that, or people have other opinions, please let us know. And, you know, we can either address them or learn from them.
Yeah, and if it's a universal clone trick, then in theory it would apply to the other missions.
Yeah.
So if there is you know, something there with regarding essence, then that might be able to be applied to the other clone missions.
Now I thought maybe he was able to get into, because that the wall that you can break in Chapter 8 to get the Dobby, and you know, the chests are in there and the Life of the Gods and stuff like that. You can actually break that wall. But
yeah, you can.
you can't go in.
No, there's like an invisible wall there.
And if you went around the corner and flipped up to the top, let's say you could get the clone to flip up, but that takes a long time for him to land and then come back up, so that's a lot of time as well.
Yeah, exactly.
And didn't you say he powers through, like if you try to UT him? With like the nunchucks or the lunar or something like that?
When he flips up the wall, sorry.
Whenever he flips up top, like you're going to go to hands bar?
If he flips up and you hit him off of that, you deal damage, but he just armors through it. Like he'll land and like you won't knock him off.
So then it would take more time to get back to that position.
Yeah.
To where he would have to flip up again.
Yeah, exactly.
And if you jumped across the little alley to the other building, and let's say you're able to knock him down, well, now he has to run all the way back around the corner, flip up, and come back up.
Yeah.
So, anyway, I just wanted to bring that out. Not trying to be a bad sport about it or anything like that. I mean, again, to each their own. But I just think share the good news with how you did it.
Mm-hmm.
And be proud of your achievement. Don't hide behind no comments allowed on your page and no likes or dislikes on your page. I kind of think that's a little chicken. You know, that's my personal opinion. You got to take the good with the bad.
Yeah.
And I'll definitely give praise where praise is due. So I know this got a little long topic. I mean, that's what we do, but that's how strongly we feel about the game and the integrity of the game and the integrity of the community. At least I do. So
yeah, I'm the same. Like if this is real, then we want, like, everyone wants to see it. Basically, you know, if it's real, you know, you'll get nothing but props. So
yeah, because as we all know, there's a lot of cheaters that like to take credit, and you know, I just hope that that's not the case here. So
yeah, exactly.
Okay, y'all, take care. Hope y'all enjoyed it, and we will see you in the next video.
Take care, everyone. Peace.